Apple has just launched its new iPhones, and this is the most premium of them all, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. A lot has changed here. So, is this the best iPhone to buy in 2025? I'm Will from GSM Arena, and let's find out in our review of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. This video is sponsored by Ugreen. More on that in a moment. Here it is, the iPhone 17 Pro Max. After generations with only minor updates, Apple has finally decided to innovate in a meaningful way. The phone comes with a brand new aluminum body, a new chipset with vapor chamber cooling for better performance, a larger battery with faster charging, and even an exclusive 2TB storage option. Apple hasn't forgotten the cameras either. There's now a new 48MP telephoto and an 18MP front camera. But what really stands out is the Pro Max's design. This year, the Pro models come with a unibody aluminum design instead of glass on the back. Still, ceramic shield glass covers most of the device. This creates a striking contrast between the glass and the aluminum around the cameras and the frame. The frame is rounded, making it comfortable to hold. It's the same size as last year's model but slightly heavier, at 233 g. Apple claims the switch to aluminum was because it's lighter and dissipates heat better, which sounds a bit contradictory, since before it highlighted steel and titanium as premium materials. Aluminum isn't as durable as those metals, which means it can dent and scratch more easily over time. In fact, early buyers have already noticed that the camera island scratches easily, even without heavy use. Water and dust resistance remain unchanged. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is IP68 certified, withstanding submersion up to 6 meters. The display is a 6.9-inch OLED panel with high resolution and a dynamic 120Hz refresh rate, just like the previous model. The big upgrade is ceramic shield glass 2 with an anti-reflective coating, improving visibility under direct sunlight. In tests, the screen reached just over 800 nits of brightness manually and up to 1000 nits automatically. In smaller parts of the screen, peak brightness can go even higher for added contrast. The refresh rate varies from 120 Hz down to 1 Hz depending on usage, but you can't adjust it manually. The display is sharp, 460 ppi, with consistent colors, HDR10, and Dolby Vision support. The pill-shaped cutout houses the front camera and the 3D ToF sensor for Face ID, which remains the only biometric option. There's still no fingerprint reader. Dynamic Island is also here, showing shortcuts and contextual info. For audio, the iPhone 17 Pro Max has stereo speakers that performed well in tests, but their rating dropped from very good to just good in volume, even though bass and treble remain solid. Storage starts at 256 GB, goes up to 512 GB, 1 TB, and now an incredible 2 TB. It keeps the action button, which can be customized to mute the phone, launch apps, or trigger shortcuts. Performance comes from the new Apple A19 Pro chipset with 12 GB of RAM, up from 8 GB. Benchmark tests showed major improvements in CPU and GPU performance, placing the iPhone 17 Pro Max among the most powerful smartphones available. It also introduces a vapor chamber for cooling alongside the aluminum frame, but in stress tests, it throttled more than last year's model, 65% versus 77%. The battery is now 4,832 mAh in the physical SIM version and 5,088 mAh in the eSIM model. In active use testing, the iPhone 17 Pro Max lasted 17H58, one of the best results ever recorded. Charging has also improved. With Power Delivery 3.2 and AVS, it goes from 0 to 65% in 30 minutes and fully charges in 1H12. It supports reverse wired charging and MagSafe G2 wireless charging. Sponsor, the Ugreen Mag Flow Power Bank packs 10,000 mAh, delivers 25W wireless charging, magnetically snaps onto the iPhone, and charges up to 50% in 30 minutes. It also has a built-in cable that doubles as a strap, dual USB-C ports, and support for charging 3 devices at once. The phone runs iOS 26, featuring the new liquid glass design with larger icons, rounded elements, translucent borders, and a more modern look. Update support remains at least 5 years. For cameras, we get a 48MP main, a 48MP ultra-wide, the new 48MP telephoto with 4x zoom, and the 18MP front. The selfie camera has a unique multi-aspect sensor that captures in 4:3 both vertically and horizontally without rotating the phone. Main shots offer great dynamic range, vivid colors, and plenty of detail, but sometimes over-smooth faces and oversaturate skin tones. The 2x digital zoom is surprisingly good and works better than the telephoto for close-up portraits, since the telephoto doesn't focus nearby. In low light, the main camera keeps excellent quality, with balanced colors, strong dynamic range, and impressive details. The 4x telephoto, on the other hand, is less sharp and noisier, especially at night. The ultra-wide remains solid but hasn't improved much. At night, it loses sharpness and clarity but still delivers decent results. For video, all cameras record in 4K up to 60 frames per second, with Dolby Vision, ProRes RAW, and Apple Log 2 options. Video quality is consistently great, with excellent stabilization, vibrant colors, and wide dynamic range. The only drawback is still internal reflections with strong lights, a common issue with Apple lenses. In summary, the iPhone 17 Pro Max brings design changes, a less reflective screen, faster charging, better battery life, and top-tier performance. But the new aluminum body scratches easily, doesn't improve cooling much, and the telephoto camera under-delivers compared to expectations. Even so, it's a solid and powerful iPhone, perfect for anyone who wants Apple's newest and most complete model in 2025.